Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Roger. I am, of course, Roger. Today we're going to talk about some of my favorite products that I came up with a while back. These are all handmade wooden puzzle boxes inspired by the Hellraiser movie franchise. Now, for those of you that haven't seen Hellraiser, you probably haven't forgot. Here's a quick little clip to remind you.
The box. You opened it. We came.
It's just a puzzle box!
Oh no. It is a means to summon us.
Welcome back. So what I wanted to do was make a puzzle box that was not super difficult, but would be super frustrating. So I created originally just one model. I called it the Screw. And it had a screw mechanic that took a lot of twisting and turning, and this one is actually the Screw. Afterwards, I created one called the Grip because I got really into puzzles and the mechanics of them. So the Grip used a grip mechanic. You had to grab it a certain way in order to open the box. Beyond that, I decided I wanted to do something a little bit more techie, so I made the number 3 in the series called the Pure Torture. Now the Pure Torture actually had a chip inside it that would speak to you when certain conditions were met. And then, just to be an asshole, I created the 4th in the series, and it is fully unsolvable. You cannot solve it no matter which situation you do all the way through. I thought I was done. I really did. All of the puzzle boxes are identical from the outside, which makes discerning which one is which very difficult. I did it this way because specifically, I like to mess with people. I wanted to jack with their minds, man. So I made them all identical from the outside with all different guts on the inside. And my thinking was that if someone were to purchase the entire series, they could show their friends how to open one of them and then hand their friends one of the others and watch them struggle and suffer. We need to introduce people to pain. As I stated, I thought I was done, but I'm not! I decided to make a 5th box. A box that is almost completely unsolvable, but it is solvable. Or so it seems. For some people, it's going to be impossible. And that's because it takes really strong thumbs after you solve the puzzle to get the damn thing open. I'm calling this the Duet because it takes 2 people to solve this puzzle. No matter how strong you are, and I'm pretty strong, I have strong thumbs, after you solve the puzzle, you have to press the buttons in so damn hard and so far that you're literally going to think you're breaking it. Think it, puny mortals. Think you break my box. So the puzzle's pretty simple. It's only 2 steps. But because of the amount of force you have to put into these 2 buttons to get it open, this is going to make the Pure Torture seem like heaven. It's Christmas time. So let's go ahead and look at the mechanics inside of the 5th box, the Duet. Just like all of my other 4 in the series, they have 2 pressy buttons on the 2 sides. These actually do move. And then they have 2 twisty buttons on the opposite sides as well. And they twist and turn, but they don't turn easy. I like people to suffer just a little. You can hear the movement. In addition to that, both the top and bottom of the 5th, the Duet, actually move. Now previously, only the top would be spinning. The top would spin, as you can see here, and the bottom would not spin. I did that because the first couple, I needed the bottom to be solid. This one, however, the top and the bottom spin, so it'll kind of mess with you a little bit. Now the top has to be turned specifically to where it feels loose. If it doesn't feel loose, it's not going to open. And it does not turn easily once it's locked. You have to struggle. So most people are going to think that it's not going to turn. This is going to mess with them again. Because it does. Yes, it does. Now, it is impossible for me to press both of these buttons all the way in and pull with the amount of force that I need to get it off. You can see it wiggles just a little, but there's a lock inside. On both sides, it can't come loose. So what I want to do next is show you the inside of this box. To do that, I have to solve it. And to solve it, I need help. It's called a Duet for a reason. Max, lend me a hand.
Okay.
Come over here, son. Okay, so what we have to do is press this button and this button in very hard. Soft don't work. So I have to get on it and you ready, Max?
Mm-hmm.
Go. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. And just like that. With two people, it's easy. With one person, that shit's impossible. I rigged it up yesterday so that I could do it myself, but it didn't work out very well for me. Now inside here, you can actually see the mechanics of the box. You can see that these move back and forth with the buttons. And then you can actually see the lock here. Because once this lock is turned into this, once it's in that position, you cannot press the button and expect it to move. It won't move at all. That's the beauty of it. Now, unfortunately, you have to unlock the box to close it and then lock it again once it's closed. Cool thing is, even though it's unlocked, I still can't open it without another person pressing these buttons in, and that's due to the latches on the inside that actually hook the top in place. So if you're checking out this video, I want to go ahead and invite you to check out my Etsy shop where you can purchase all 5. Scratch that, make that 4 of the 5 because number 3 is currently not being produced. It's a limited edition item because it's a pain in the butt to build. Anyways, you can purchase whichever available puzzle boxes I have at any given time. So I want to thank you very much for checking out the video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell button so that you get notifications when I'm popping out new content, which should be a couple of times a week on the average. Thanks for checking me out, guys.